Well, I'd like to call the workshop to order, November 17th of 2020 at 5:30 p.m. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Here.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Here.
Councilmember Nichols.
Here.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoek.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll skip over certification prior, privilege of the floor, communications of the mayor, including disapproval messages. We'll skip that. Go right to communications from public and petitions.
Number 1, request from the Chautauqua County Soil and Water Conservation District for permission to install storm drain markers that indicate the drain that flowed directly to the lake to see how they hold up to plowing based on location.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, I need a motion to refer to Department of Public Works Director Woodbury.
Second.
By Williams, second by Nichols.
Number 2, request from the Lakeshore Street Rod Association of Dunkirk and Fredonia to hold their annual harbor cruise on Sunday, July 11, 2021 at the Brooks Large Pavilion, Lower Pavilion, and Cook's Pavilion of Point Gratiot. Also requesting use of the main parking lot, permission to have food and refreshment vendors, extra trash barrels, and have trash picked up after the event.
Any discussion, council?
Providing we can do it with the virus.
Yep. Yeah, providing the COVID-19, see where we stand with that. But I need a motion to refer to City Clerk, Police Chief Ortolano, and Department of Public Works Director
Nichols.
Nichols, second by Romano.
Stoyles had his hand up.
Number 3, notice of petition. Notice of petition for tax challenge on 30 Lakeshore Drive East in the city of Dunkirk.
Any discussion, council? I need a motion to refer this to City Attorney and City Assessor.
So move.
By Williams,
Nichols.
by Nichols.
Number 4, notice of claim from Douglas McCullough of 80 Elm Street for injury to right knee, thigh, and lower back allegedly sustained when the ground collapsed under him in a sinkhole near the storm drain between 76 and 80 Elm Streets on October 11, 2020 at approximately 10 p.m.
Any discussion, council?
The sinkhole was repaired.
Randy?
The sinkhole between 76 and 80 Elm Street that the man injured himself on, has it been repaired?
It's been repaired, but yeah, and then it would have to go to the law department for review on how to get paid for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I need a motion to refer this to the City Attorney and Department of Public Works Director Woodbury.
So move.
By Williams,
Nichols.
second by Nichols.
Number 5, notice of claim from Roger Baumgartner of 45 West 7th Street for plumbing bill from Casali Plumbing due to flooded basement allegedly caused by plugged city sewer main to 7th Street and Swan Street on October 24, 2020.
Any discussion, council? Need a motion to refer this also to the City Attorney and Department of Public Works Director.
So move.
Nichols.
By Williams, second by Nichols. All right, reports to standing committees, boards, and commissions. Don?
Nothing for workshop.
Marty?
Nothing.
Judge?
Nothing.
Nance? I do have one thing, I'll bring it up during the workshop. So, Edwin, it was brought to my attention that some of the agenda items aren't being put on the website for the council prior to the council meetings. Have you looked into that at all?
We have, we discussed that. I discussed it with my staff. Prior to the website being up, we would send them specifically to people that had a vested interest. And also, it was, some of the items are thought to be or felt to be confidential.
Okay.
Or have some type of personal information in them. And so we are still discussing, trying to figure out how we can work that and allow people to have their access without divulging personal information.
Okay, so the council agenda, we can just, without divulging too much info.
The agenda
Richard?
went out. What didn't go out is the supporting documentation.
Okay, all right. So they do have the agenda then?
The agenda's online.
And we get that out there.
Yes.
On Friday, usually Friday we put the agenda packet together.
Okay. Okay, I told a couple individuals I'd bring that up tonight, so.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, unfinished business, seeing none, we'll go to pre-filed resolutions, 103.
Resolution awarding bid 2021 sludge and grid hauling Dunkirk Water Pollution Control Facility.
Any discussion, council? 104.
Resolution awarding bid 2021 treatment chemicals, water pollution control facility, and water treatment plant.
Any discussion, council? 105.
Resolution authorizing agreement for engineering services, accepting and completing work to EFC DEC grant GPI.
Any discussion, council? 106.
Resolution authorizing agreement for engineering services Phase 4 wastewater treatment facility GPI.
Any discussion, council? 107.
Resolution for authorization of a lease agreement for an office copier at the Dunkirk Fire Department headquarters.
Any discussion, council?
Yeah, is this the same company that we get all our copiers from, do you know, chief? Or,
I don't know about all of them, but I know several of them.
okay. Thank you.
Moving on to new business. Seeing none, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
By Williams,
Second.
by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhuber?
Aye, carried. Workshop is adjourned.
Next
I've
day,
never got a,
Look at, I went
you know
through
how
Danny.
Facebook
they
says
called
that
the
it
other
gives you
cops and have a
recommendations
guy
if you go
arrested.
I went through
Yeah.
Danny Hanson.
I've never had a recommendation.
They had a person down putting down trees.
I think if
I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Common Council to order, November 17th, 2020. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Here.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Here.
Councilmember Nichols?
Here.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight, first, I'd like to, just a couple announcements. My condolences to the police chief and to our councilman Stoyl and to the Stoyl clan and to the Ortolano family for their loss of a family member last week. So, and they're brave enough to come here tonight and be unselfish and give their time to the council. I really appreciate it. And from the council, you know, our condolences to both.
Thank you.
And on a happier note, I'd like to wish happy birthday to Lillian. I understand it was her birthday today, so happy birthday, Lillian. So,
Happy birthday, Lillian.
Happy birthday again, Lillian.
there you go. And with that, we'll go move on. Certification prior meetings.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020 was presented to the mayor on Friday, November 13th, 2020. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect, in witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and the seal of the city of Dunkirk, New York, this 17th day of November 2020.
Need a motion dispensing the reading of the minutes
So moved.
by Williams,
Nichols.
second by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer?
Aye, carried. Reading of the privilege of the floor regulations.
Sir, Chairman, we have no privilege of the floor request for today, please.
Okay, thank you. Communication of the mayor, including disapproval messages. Mayor?
Yikes.
Mr. Chairman, I just have three quick announcements. First, let me begin by publicly thanking all of our staff across all the departments. This weekend, as you know, we had a major storm out here. I was out there yesterday, and it looked like a war zone in some areas in the city. I went back out there today, and these guys did an excellent job. So I'd like to publicly acknowledge that across all the departments. I know all the departments were busy, the police department, the fire department, our DPW crews, water, wastewater, all of them put in a really good effort this weekend, and they should be acknowledged publicly.
Here, here.
This year, due to COVID-19, the city of Dunkirk will not be holding our annual Small Business Saturday event. Although we will not be holding a physical event, I want to request that everyone do their part and shop local this holiday season. This year, it is more important than ever to support our small businesses. Our Planning and Development Department, in partnership with the Dunkirk Chamber, will be marketing Small Business Saturday, which takes place on Saturday, November 28th. The Planning and Development Department and Dunkirk Chamber will disperse 50 American Express marketing material bags to our brick and mortar businesses. Businesses will be able to use the materials to promote shopping small and local this holiday season. These bags include 5 nylon shopping bags, posters, cards, window decals, stickers, and table tents. The bags will be dispersed on a first-come, first-served basis, and if you are interested in receiving a bag, please call our Planning and Development Department, and please have a safe and happy holiday season, and remember to support our local businesses. November 28th is Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We will be doing a tree lighting here at City Hall. We will not, however, be doing our normal activities due to COVID, but the public is welcome. We'll be doing it at 5 p.m. on the 28th. That's Saturday, the 28th, 5 p.m. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Moving on, communications from the public and petitions.
Number 1, request from the Chautauqua County Soil and Water Conservation District for permission to install storm drain markers that indicate the drain that flow directly to the lake to see how they hold up to plowing based on location.
Any discussion, council? Need a motion?
Randy, is there any problem with this?
Oh. If I could just speak in favor of this. The Lake Erie Management Commission is a partnership that we have that's really been good. They picked Dunkirk to realize that a lot of the stormwater that lands in our streets goes directly to Lake Erie. So this is an extra reminder that we all, want people to respect those drains. It used to be that people would change oil in their car and things like that and put it in the drains. Don't do that. You can take your oil to a mechanics and have it disposed of properly. So this is going to be, they spray painted this type of thing last year. They picked Dunkirk to help us out with these kind of notifications. Now they actually have a plaque that they're going to put on there. They want to put it on now. Of course, I don't want to mention the word that begins with S, but they're going to see how it holds up during that type of weather.
Thank you.
So, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I need a motion to refer to the Department of Public Works Director Woodbury
So moved.
by Williams, second by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer?
Aye, carried.
Number 2, request from the Lakeshore Street Rod Association of Dunkirk and Fredonia to hold their annual harbor cruise on Sunday, July 11, 2021 at the Brooks Large Pavilion, Lower Pavilion, and Cook's Pavilion of Point Gratiot. Also requesting use of the main parking lot, permission to have food and refreshment vendors, extra trash barrels, and have trash pickup after the event.
Any discussion, council?
As I said in the workshop, if all goes through with the COVID-19,
Okay. And make a motion to refer this to the city clerk, police chief, Department of Public Works, as well as approve subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions. By Nichols, second by Bomano.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer?
Aye, carried.
Number 3, notice of petition for tax challenge on 30 Lakeshore Drive East in the city of Dunkirk.
Any discussion, council? Need a motion to refer this to the city attorney and city assessor.
So moved.
By Williams, second by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer?
Aye, carried.
Number 4, notice of claim from Douglas McCullough of 80 Allen Street for injury to right knee, thigh, and lower back allegedly sustained when the ground collapsed under him in a sinkhole near the storm drain between 76 and 80 Allen Street on October 11, 2020 at approximately 10 p.m.
Any discussion, council?
just
Need a-
note that the storm drain has been repaired, as Mr. Woodbury said.
Okay. Need a motion to refer this to city attorney and Department of Public Works Director.
So moved.
By Williams, second by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember
Aye.
Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer.
Aye, carried.
Number 5, notice of claim from Roger Baumgartner of 45 West 7th Street for plumbing bill from Casali Plumbing due to flooded basement allegedly caused by plugged city sewer main to 7th Street and Swan Street on October 24, 2020.
Any discussion, council? Motion to refer to the city attorney and Department of Public Works Director.
So moved.
By Williams, second by Nichols.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenboer.
Aye, carried. Moving on to reports to standing committees, boards, and commissions. Don?
Just want to let people know, First Ward and wherever else that might have been trying to call, our home phone is hooked up with Spectrum, and we've been out since Sunday, so it's been in and out, so I got some calls and I missed some calls, so my cell phone, if you need me, is 680-2549. The home phone just isn't working right now, and it won't at least till Friday. The other thing I'd like to thank Alan and the building inspector's department for working on setting up a date, or working with the people to get a date set up for the removal of the debris for the demolition at 25 Lemming Street that had the fire in it a month ago, a little over a month ago. Thank you guys for that. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is I believe that in the observer's listing of our budget hearing a few days ago. They said that I said some things about the employees, that if the employees would do their job. That is not how it was said in the meeting. I did reach out to the reporter and said that, I think that misrepresents what I was actually saying. In the actual meeting, I did say that if we would let our employees do what they know to do, they know their job well, they know the garbage they're supposed to be picking up, they know what they should be taking and what they should be leaving behind, but then when they leave stuff behind, then, maybe somebody calls a council member, somebody calls the mayor, someone calls the director, they call somebody, and then next thing you know, they're sent back out to pick up the garbage. So, as we've been talking about increasing the tipping fee, I've been saying that, if we just allow the employees to do the job that I know they know how to do, then I don't think that we'd be able to, that we would need to raise the tipping fee. So I just wanted to clear that up because I don't believe that the Observer reported it correctly for that. Also want to just say that on Friday, November 27th, the council will be on WDOE Viewpoints at 8:45. It is the day after Thanksgiving, so those that can listen, and call Dave Rowley for questions you might want to have us ask prior to then. And lastly, just want to say next week's Thanksgiving, so have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody enjoys and try to follow those guidelines, because we don't want big things and we don't want to spread. Thank you, that's it.
Yeah, I'd just like to say also, Don, that all of us are sitting in that meeting, in the budget meeting, and if anything, you commended the workers for the city of Dunkirk. So sometimes they could read a little bit into that that's misprinted. So yeah, by all means, I thought you did a good job and you commended the city workers. So I'd just like to mention that and add that to your comments.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Yep, thanks. Marty?
Randy, how's the cleanup going? I know the guy's been out there working around the clock. Where are we at?
Yeah, we've been around several clocks already. The guys are doing a great job. I'd like to thank the police chief and the fire chief and all of his people, their people, to work with DPW. If you check the wind speed at the lighthouse, it's an official thing. Between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Sunday, it just skyrocketed. It just leveled off above 60 miles an hour for a long period of time, and the winds were coming from the wrong direction. The contractor for the wall will be there all day tomorrow cleaning that up. All of those things were scheduled to be reset correctly anyhow. So it's an inconvenience, and it shows the power of what we're dealing with and how it has to be fastened together better. So I'd like to thank Jason and the parks guys and Mike and the streets guys for being up just about since 2 o'clock on Sunday all the way through. Now they're handling an incident for me right now. So it really, I like what you said about, complimenting the employees. Thank you for that. And I share that sentiment. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy. Also, I'd like to think that something like this that happens, it takes a massive coordination, and it starts with the mayor, all the department heads in the city, and all the workers. Whenever we have storms like this, and through the years, I've been living here all my life, this is when everybody pulls together and works together and gets the job done. So kudos to everybody who's involved. Thank you. Also, for the tree lighting coming up, like the mayor says, we ain't going to be doing the regular activities that we've done in the past, but please come out if you feel it's safe. Everybody, please stay a distance away. I guess we'll have some people out there telling them to keep away if there's so many people here, but keep the distance. Come out, enjoy the tree lighting, and everybody have a great, happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. And because of the COVID, it's a hot spot right now here in Western New York. Please do the right things. They're going to come up with a vaccine here shortly in the spring, so hopefully we can get that distributed. So there's sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, so let's keep doing, being vigilant and doing the right thing until we get there. That's all I have.
Thank you, Marty. Judge?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the city officials that stepped up and reached out to my family during this bereavement, and Dave was one of the first ones to reach out, and Paulie. And it's, especially now during the holidays, but so for all what you're doing or what you're saying, thank you very much. It means a lot. And I wish everybody a happier and safe holiday season. That's it.
Thanks, Nancy.
Couple things. I want to thank Glenn and Alan in the building inspector's office for getting that monstrosity piece of furniture away from a Family Dollar store down there. It's been a long venture, but it's finally taken care of. I want to ask Randy if he would give an update on the winter hours for the Lucas Avenue recycling and brush, please.
Sure. We thought we would, our experiment of monitoring that 6 days a week has worked out pretty well. It's very popular. There were a lot of people that had some downtime and they trimmed some things and brought extra things. There's some long-term plans that we have for that area. Mayor and I talked. We want to, there's good reason to repaint the streets, barns, make that look nice, and our plan ultimately is to work with development and try to move a better looking salt shed maybe over to the west side of the barns. We have a resident that makes a good point across the street from that area, and we try to, I listened to her, and she been very patient, but she has some good ideas. And if we all work together, DPW, Mayor's Office, and Development, our plan is to make that whole area look better, and it would include a changing of the brush hours. In order to give us time to make that plan, we'd like to shut down, Mayor and I have already announced that we'd like to shut down about the 1st of December to the 1st of April, and pretty much have that area closed. People could still come during the week, but the Saturday time, we would like to eliminate to save money. Thank you.
Thank you. Also thank the guys, and I don't know if it was the power man, Steve, that took care of the brush on with the new cutter on 9th Street in Monroe. It looks wonderful. Thankfully, it was done before all this wind hit. And I just have one question, and I don't know who can answer this, but I don't know who was responsible for permitting the kickball tournament that took place down on in Promenchenko Field last weekend. I didn't think we had it in our resolutions that we were okaying it unless we don't have to. Could somebody shed some light on it?
So I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, but we have public parks that are open to the public, as long as they're following the guidelines. Anybody can use them. They're open to the public.
Mayor, they were turning the lights on at the stadium.
I'm not aware of that.
Who has control of that?
Well, we have control of that. Who has control of that?
We're going to change the lock on that because we don't know how they got in there and turned the lights.
And there was quite a bit of people, and there was no way social distancing, no way mask, and I got 6 calls, and I don't, Don, you must have got calls on it.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of calls.
And the
Chief,
noise.
did the police get any calls on that?
I'm not aware of anything.
Yeah, I didn't get any calls on it at all.
What it was, just also to be there. I mean, after I got a couple of the calls, I did find out that who was there, and I understand what the councilwoman is saying, that probably permission should be asked for on that, and we could reach out to them. But that group that had that nice mural painted on the side of the old Region,
Yeah.
that's the group that did that. I mean, they're a group of good, I call them kids because I coach most of them in Little League, but I mean, they just don't know the way. So I think that if we could get the word to them and just let them know that, hey, in the future, if you do something, put a request into the city and then we'll look at it and we'll do it. I think that would work out better, but I mean, I think that they were doing that to raise money for their thing that they do there. So again, I get it. They should have put something in, but they're also, I mean, I still like that mural that they had done,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll just, I'll reach out, because I know quite a few of
I got
them.
no problem with it, but there's protocol here.
Right, I'll let them know that.
If it wasn't them and it's somebody else, you'd be the first one screaming if they didn't come to us.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that, but like I said, they didn't know.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that they know.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it either.
What I was concerned, because everybody else that comes through with a request to do anything is often having to show that they do have insurance since it's city property in case someone does get hurt. What avenue do we have to take? Are they going to come back on us when they're on their own? Well, who's to say they're on their own? Somebody had to give them the verbal okay to use that. They just didn't go in and do it. Because from my understanding, the bathrooms were also unlocked. And the bathrooms, to me, from
They don't work.
reports, are in such bad shape, or either they were in the woods, which would merit public lewdness in my book. Doing their
I could speak on
thing.
the bathrooms. The bathrooms do not work. They
Right,
use,
well, they were
porta potties
unlocked.
this year down
They
there.
were unlocked, that I do
That
know.
could be.
If I'm gonna have the city clerk respond to this.
Chairman, Councilwoman, probably about 2 months ago, our recreation department stopped scheduling the Prom and Schenkel field. And what they did was they brought to my office a binder and asked people to simply sign in on the binder if they wanted to use the field. I just recently put the binder in the vault because nobody did come in. But my point is that the recreation department stopped scheduling the use of Prom and Schenkel Stadium and basically left it for first come, first serve.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to remind you, we do have policies in place already. Again, if the field is open, it's open to the public, and it's a first come, first serve. I've talked with other mayors, and pretty much that's the policy that they've taken on right throughout the summer with this COVID. So, and the purpose of coming to council for approvals is to ensure that they have the field, because if somebody else gets there beforehand, then they'll have it. So that's usually why they come in. And once we approve it, then we are responsible, so they need to show that they have insurance to cover it. So that's usually the way it works. But again, getting back to your point, Nancy, I don't know who authorized that. I know I was unaware of it at all.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I know that, the city has policies and procedures just like anybody else but, I mean, going in there and turning the lights on,
that's
you
wrong.
can't be doing that,
Absolutely.
that's totally wrong. And there's something, if you see that, and if you guys get a phone call on that, call the police chief, and hopefully you can call the mayor and let us know about it, and we can address it then.
yeah, so in the future, if somebody calls you and with these type of complaints, the first call would be either to the mayor or the police, and then we can go and check it out.
Sure. Good? Yeah, Marty?
So just to reiterate, you don't have to stand up. Just to reiterate, to let the people know, all the ball fields, the basketball courts, football fields that we use in our city are first come, first serve, because we're not having any scheduled events running through the city. Like our softball leagues got canceled this year, they played on their own. So they were first come, first serve. You came there with 2 kids down before that game started, that's your field. So we couldn't authorize that. That's the same thing that happened down there. I don't know if they were social distancing. I don't know about the lights, which is wrong. If they weren't social distancing, that was wrong. So, but we can't authorize during this COVID the plays. So if we go into this next,
Then they shouldn't have been there, right?
first come, first serve if they're doing.
So they can be there during the COVID.
Yes, if you and I want to go play basketball tomorrow on 4th Street, we can do
But
it.
that's you and I. I'm talking about
No,
100 people.
Well, they have 10 kids go down and play basketball every now
I don't
and
care
then.
about the 10 kids. I'm talking about a whole field full of people.
There were quite a
If-
few people
If they're
there.
not social distancing, they're wrong. So if
They
somebody
were
wanted to
not-
call the
they
police
were
and got,
not
Then we gotta
social
follow the
distancing.
procedure and make
there's a
phone calls.
procedure.
So, it sounds to me like there's no rules. Just let them
And
go.
the last thing I want to say is that whatever's published in the newspaper regarding our budget hearings, that's just discussions that we're having. I've had a lot of phone calls from seniors, our widowers, on this increase in the the trash pickup and the tipping fee and everything. It's not in stone. It is just discussions that we are having. There's no decisions been made whatsoever. I hope that clarifies everything.
Good. All set?
It's just discussions.
Right.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, thanks. Okay, speaking of which, I just want to mention on the budget hearings that the council should be finished with the budget hearings next Monday. So everything's been going really well. As the mayor stated before we even looked at this budget, it's a tight budget. And I want to thank all the department heads that have showed up already and helped out with everything, especially Marsha Beach and Mark Woods. They've been there every night, and there's been a lot of long hours after work trying to finalize this budget. But just want to give everybody a heads up that everything's going good, and hopefully by next week we should be all set to go with that, and then we'll make our changes and hand that over to the mayor. Just last but not least, I also like to thank everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and have a safe one. All right, and moving on to pre-filed resolutions.
Number 103, resolution awarding bid 2021 sludge and grid hauling Dunkirk Water Pollution Control Facility.
Any discussion, council? Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye.
Number 104, resolution awarding bids 2021 treatment chemicals water pollution control facility and water treatment plant.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye, carried.
Number 105, resolution authorizing agreement for engineering services accepting and completing work for EFC DEC grant, GPI.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye, carried.
Number 106, resolution authorizing agreement for engineering services Phase 4 wastewater treatment facility, GPI.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye, carried.
Number 107, resolution for authorization of a lease agreement for an office copier at the Dunkirk Fire Department headquarters.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye, carried.
Senior citizens.
Number 10, new business. Seeing none, need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
By Williams.
Stoyl.
Second by Stoyl.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
They never see my hand.
Councilmember
up.
Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vandenhoover.
Aye, carried. Meeting's adjourned. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.